seeing What If the World Blew Up episode 9. Yep, I just hit you with a new intro. I don't really know if we are going to use the old one again, but okay. We'll start by an Asian conflict. These two countries hate each other. Not like your friendly rivalry. Like, oh, I don't like you. I don't like you either. This is like, I want you dead. Same. I want you dead. Like, they do not like each other. Let's just say that. And well, yeah, they really don't like each other's people either. Like, they don't like each other or the people from each other. So like that, and so yeah. So they are going to first of all expand because they can. These are probably getting high up on the population rankings. So that's just an interesting detail. These guys are going to they're just going to expand a bit. And here is what's going to start the war. I might do some divisions in this episode, like, say, for example, this team's division is here, and then it moves down to here, and then it invades to there, for example. But if we need more detail on the front lines, I might do that. If we need more detail, so I might do divisions. I hope you could hear me right there because my headphones cut out. So, 2 divisions. There's like the front line, like they're just on. These are like the troops on standby. Each division has about 10,000 troops, let's say. And over here, we have cannon fire. These guys just invented cannons. This one cannon fire the other, and they see this as an act of war. So this northern country declares war on the southern one. This one's like, if I remember right, this one's a republic and this one's a dictator. These guys will almost instantly push in, almost like they'd been planning to do this. And they're just like, oh no, we are going to be screwed. So these guys are looking for allies. There's one country that will ally with them. These guys, they're not really close. Let me just see all of the alliances we have. Do we not have any we don't have any alliances at the moment, which is, well, surprising because Europe kind of just fought a bloody ass war. You would have thought that there'd be some, well, scared. Well, if I at any point in this series I use shapes that are the same as previous alliances, they're not this. No, not that. They're not the same alliance. I just had to use the same shape. So these guys will ally with this weird country, this bay country, or whatever that. I don't know what to call that. But they will quickly send support via this new connection they're gonna make. For the trade routes at the moment, look, they extend the trade route, and now the trade route looks something like that. So now supplies are flooding into this nation, and that's more than enough to halt the offensive, and actually push them completely out of their territory. And something will incredibly happen right after these guys start pushing in. These guys will just start occupying a little bit of territory in the south, and then the biggest thing in the world happens, because this country has experienced a breakaway. What am I saying? That's not it. One country will immediately sign peace with this country, where it will just gain that. These countries are still, this country and this country are still technically at war. But like, what are they gonna do? Like, what are they gonna do? Navally bomb each other with airplanes? Like, well, technically they kind of are. Well, no, they're not going to do that. Like, these guys there were some troops in here that didn't, like, when the other troops left. So now they have an exclave. So they're trying to find ways to get in to their exclave because the brown team's not giving them entry. Line going over this territory into this, and this was very important because as this is the predecessor to planes, this is very important. Of course, they haven't got the technology yet, but they're very rapidly like developing it. Like, we might get planes like 1,000 years early. Well, not good planes. They're not going to be used in war for a while. But they have like a string line that they can hook their like food and just skip it down. As there's like, let's just say there's a hill here, okay? There might not actually be there, but still, just pretend it is. And these guys will join the alliance because they don't want to be invaded by these guys. These guys are still way stronger than them. And we will give them new capitals. Oops. My OBS has been revealed. Their capital will be at the end of that river. And then, boom. No. Southern China, like, all the South China country is still the strongest here. Because, well, these guys are not really a threat. So, Also, these guys have a capital now. They just took a while because they're broke. When rebellions happening, there's like people are literally rioting in the capital city streets, saying basically saying they're trying to take it, kind of like Tsar Russia when the protesters happened before a civil war, a communist civil war in the south. They appear in the southeast and Sicily, and they will quickly overrun the government. So now there's a communist, I'm going to turn it back to the normal colour, but now there is a communist South Italy that is very anti-war. They will fight wars, but like only defensive ones. They won't attack people, basically. They're neutral. But too bad, neutral isn't a good thing, as the orange team has just jumped on. But that's not it. When this happens, the red country will jump the orange team because they want territory here. These guys are very expansionist at the moment. They kind of just want like a North Italy Union thing. So the Italian country was not expecting this. And this is the original Italian country in the middle right, remember? They got exiled and then they came back after like the big war. So, but then these guys will have to so this is where the divisions come in. These guys will have to deploy more divisions. From here, they have to move divisions up. So these guys, that will lower the amount of divisions so they can push back with their divisions. And basically they're just in a terrible position. Because if they put divisions up north, they're going to lose land in the south. If they put divisions up on the south, they'll lose land in the north. And if you put them evenly, you're just going to lose on both fronts. So, hoping they won't be annexed, the orange team will surrender to the yellow team. Ooh, no, reverse card. Annexed. So that didn't help. they just got kind of like split into two pieces. I'm just reworking the border here. So the Italian country has gotten back Rome. The entire world is on edge. But they state yet again they will not declare war on any countries unless they're being invaded. This country looks kind of nice, though. It kind of looks really cool. And these guys will form an alliance with the Italian country. This is a defensive alliance, because this Italian country would not join an offensive alliance, no matter what they said. They literally offered like half of their land if they would, but they didn't. It is an attack one, attack all alliance. So, and this country is pissed. They really wanted an offensive alliance because they kind of, like I said, they're aggressive, go get us. That's literally it. I'm not saying anything else, just rebellions appear. Rebellions appear in the newly integrated part of the Orange team, and they will actually just let these guys go. So they got that line. So, and also, guys, listen up here. Yeah, right. They got annexed by the big empire that was here. So now their people are integrated and they get to move anywhere within the empire. So now that means there's a blue team majority in every single one of these countries. All of them have blue team majorities, like minorities. What's the word for minority? So all of these countries are susceptible to blue team rebellions here. Who will be experiencing blue team rebels? Greece. See, I told you, they could go literally anywhere. In the north of the country, they will be able to break away, and the Greek government will fight, but they just kind of lose their capital. And they're like, okay, we'll give you your dumb independence. The brown team is humiliated as they move the capital to this island. I'm pretty sure this isn't actually an island. I'm pretty sure I found out recently that this island connected a little bit, so it's like an isthmus, right? It's like an isthmus, unless I'm getting that thing wrong. So, the blue team is back. This is the descendant of the previous blue team. This is still 40 years later. The blue team is really Poland in this scenario, isn't it? In this world, the blue team is literally just Poland. This is just the Poland. Arguably more Poland than this Poland ever was. Anyways, half of this Poland's landed Germany. This country will join the Circle Alliance because they don't want to be invaded by the blue team again. So that's all something. And so this country, you can see a lot of former former Roman, former Northern Roman Empire countries joining here. They aren't trying to reform it, it's just kind of a coincidence, but they are experiencing all other countries joining. And in the north, we have French country, Civil War time. Yeah! Communist rebels will appear in the north. Yes, they are communists. I really don't know where all these communists are coming from. First in Italy, now in here. What? The northern bit will quickly be wiped out by the massive military might of the French country. the South will stalemate for a bit before, like, this country managed to gain military access through this country. So they will quickly rush in behind enemy lines and take the rebellion. That was a failed rebellion, but people are getting suspicious about where all these communists are coming from. First in Italy, now in the French country? Where are these communists coming from? I don't even know. Like, genuinely, I don't even know. They're just kind of popping up. The first one is truly a mystery, but the second rebellion was definitely not funded by Italy. They said they wouldn't declare war on anyone. I didn't say that they wouldn't fund rebellion. Okay? They never said that. Anyways, we'll be doing some more exploring into Asia. Whoa, nice. They're gonna explore this. They're just gonna do that. That's what they discover. Well, not they also discover this. So, where's the hole? There's a hole. So now they will explore. They will find Japan. Most of this work is done by these countries in like South Asia, but they are exploring a butt ton of territory. No, I'm being serious, like a ton of territory. And of course, we've got to see more countries appearing. We'll see these 3 new countries basically do nothing because they are broke. Every country will start out broke because they need to get money or they will stay broke. Why do I keep saying broke like that? So they will quickly do nothing. Turkey is mad, so they will go to war because they're mad. Okay, so they launch attacks. They launch minor strikes into blue team territory. Before they basically try to provoke the blue team into declaring war on them, so then they could look like the blue team's the aggressor. And it blemmy well works. The blue team declares war on them, and the world doesn't like the blue team anymore. But this is all according to their plan. So their troops will quickly rush down and push towards the capital of the blue team. The blue team is trying to convince other countries that they are not in fact the aggressor, but nobody really believes them because, well, you declared the fucking war. You declared it. If you're not the aggressor, then prove it. But they will quickly lose their capital, and, well, the peace treaty is really simple actually. Boom, bang, bong. Oh, the blue team is annexed into the... Isn't this like the Ottoman Empire at this point? Like, it's like the Ottoman Empire. The blue team, being Poland in this scenario, will have to experience more invasions. The Turkey country will not stop at the blue team. Like this, they invaded 2 blue teams, and they'll start by, unless they have Cyprus, but I didn't notice that. So let me just fix that. They will invade the what is this? The blue country, but they won't have as much success as the blue team was expecting this, because their spies told them about the Turkish country's plans. So their divisions have been on the border for months, and they are able to quickly hold the front line before they form an alliance of defense. The Star Alliance. Star. The Star Alliance is a purely defensive alliance. Well, it's not purely defensive. It's just kind of an alliance, which will have the green team in it and the blue team in it, and real Poland will be in it. It's a 3-country alliance, and the green team and the Polish country will quickly supply the blue team, and they will quickly be able to hold down the front lines until further notice. So the front lines are not moving. And Poland's we'll come back in a bit, because Poland's military is coming down here. I definitely will not forget about it. Middle East action, because that's what the Middle East is doing. It's very good at Middle Easting. The red team will be experiencing breakaways. This isn't very good, because this is where the red team has come to rely on most of its economy. So there will be a big economy downfall. So they will be like, holy we need to get that back. So they will quickly rush into the orange country, and they invade. So they invade before the purple team says, "Bro, stop." The purple team says, "If you don't stop, we're gonna jump you." And they're like, and the red team calls their bluff and continues invading. Then these guys jump the blue team, not the blue team, the red team, and they were not expecting this. So the red team will quickly fall over to the purple team. Yikes. The orange team will regain its territory, and there will be gains by the purple team will gain slight lands on the border. That was some fucking war. But the one thing is that the purple team will also continue holding occupation of this area until further notice. And anyways, back to this war. The Polish troops have finally arrived, and they kick out the Turkish country, and they manage to occupy this land, and the Turkish country will agree to peace, where in the peace treaty they just take that. I think that's about it for this video.